This is Dan here with another Hockey Parenting 101 video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about statistics, or actually probabilities. Boring, right? But these are kind of important. This is kind of a follow-up from my last video talking about being a helicopter parent and just trying to enjoy the time you have with your youth hockey player, not pushing them too hard or not being too ridiculous at the rink, or forcing them to do things that they don't want to do because you're trying to get the best, or not, you're trying to get the most return on investment. Really, the return is having fun and hoping that they play through their life, even after they age out of youth hockey. The reason I say that is it's very, very low probabilities that your kids are going to be able to play at a higher level than that following high school. As you can see here, I have a couple links, a couple of web pages up I wanted to talk about. The first one is the chance of playing college sports. For hockey, it's if you can see, hold on, it's not coming up right. Let me see here. Let me fix the screen there. Sorry for the technical difficulty. This is the first time I've done this. Getting there, I think pretty close. Okay, alright. So this is 2020 data. So you can see there the number of U.S. high school players 2019 to 2020. The number of male versus number of female. There's about 46,000 that year for male and about 12,000 female U.S. high school hockey players. Remember, especially with hockey, there's quite a few foreign players that are competing for those scholarships as well. So not only are you competing with the cream of the crop in the U.S., but you're also competing with, like, say, kids from Canada, Russia, Sweden, Finland. You get the idea. So 45,000, 12,000. The number of college players is around 4,400 for male and about 2,600 for female. So the percentage of U.S. hockey players competing at any NCAA level, that includes level 1 through level 3, 10% for males and 21% for females. So it's actually quite a bit of a bigger jump, about 11% difference between male and female. My daughter plays competitive. The goal is not for her to get a college scholarship, but if she did, that would be great. I'm hoping. All I'm hoping for is a D3. If she can go to a school that has the curriculum that she wants, that's the most important thing, obviously. But if she can get a college scholarship, that would be great. And probably just be a partial scholarship. So, icing on the cake, I guess, cherry on top of the career. If it's more than beer league, we'll take it. You can see the percentage of players that compete at NCAA 1 schools is much lower. Division 1 schools like Michigan, Boston University, Boston College, Maine. There's quite a few Division 1 schools, all the big schools you hear about when you're talking about the Frozen Four, especially for the men's side. But as you can see, percentage of players from high school that get to the NCAA, 2.4%. is not very high. And then for female, it's a little bit better, but not much better. It's not like the 11% difference for just any level. It's only 1.8% higher than in male. So if your goal is for your kid to make an NCAA Division 1 roster, that you're setting yourselves up for disappointment. If it happens, I would say great. If not, it's not the end of the world. But I'm hoping that's not the goal. Again, if you got the time, you want to put them. And I talked about this in my last video. You don't want to kill them. I've seen kids that were very talented, probably had the ability to play juniors, major junior hockey, or like playing at a collegiate level, and they're burnt out. By the time they get out of high school, they're done because they just were playing too much and just didn't have they enjoyed the game, but they didn't enjoy the grind. that comes with trying to be an elite player. So again, that's between you and your kids. And if they have the drive and they want to keep, and they can't, you know, can't get enough, then go for it. But don't be disappointed if they don't make it, because there's just very few kids that make it. Now the NHL, or like professional, is even worse. Here's an ESPN article that talks about what's the name of the article? Just how tough it is to reach the NHL. So this is based on, this isn't even starting from high school. This is starting from like major junior hockey. So if your kid's already gonna make major junior hockey, which is like the elite of the elite, these kids are the ones that get drafted. If you look here from the 88-89 season, this is pretty late data, or old data, I'm sorry, but it's still valid to make this point. Of the 94 rosters from that season in the Ontario Hockey League, Western Hockey League, and Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, so these are your major junior programs, and then these other American hockey major junior had 2,500 players in them. And then of those, 113. So these are the elite major junior players playing in the elite major junior leagues. Only 113 of them became NHL regulars. That's even with the highest level of amateur hockey. Just 4.7% of those players ended up playing in the NHL. So if you go back thinking about the high school players that made major junior, usually they're not. You know, they're already getting groomed. They're not playing in your high school club. They're playing at private schools. They've already looked at for draft. So I would say maybe a couple percent of those high school players are actually going into major junior, not even, and then just 4.7% of them are making the NHL. So it's about 1%. It's really 1% or less than 1% of any player that picks up a stick and puts skates on is going to make the NHL. So don't set yourself up for serious disappointment. It's very difficult for them to make it. Even if they have the talent, there's other factors like injuries, like just the drive to do it. It's hard. So if it happens, awesome. But if your kid isn't lighting up every level they're at, if they're just not lighting it up until they get into major juniors, and even in major juniors they have to be pretty good and sort of stand out, but if they're not standing out above and beyond, like if they're not scoring 2 points a game minimum at like AAA level, they're not going to make the NHL. No way. And again, I'm sure you can show me outliers that have made it, but they probably made it because they just kept working and found a niche. But I just wanted to make it clear to folks that it's hard, like any other professional sport. It's very few when you put on the equipment at a youth level are going to make it and make a career out of it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it's not a downer. I mean, it really is beer league or bust for your kids. Hopefully that's what happens. Hopefully they coach and they continue to play as an adult just for fun, because that's what it's about. It's always about having fun. Hopefully everybody agrees with me. But appreciate you watching the video. Again, it's Crisis DN here. I'm enjoying doing these videos. If you have any ideas for videos you want me to do, let me know. I'll gladly get them into the list. I'll prioritize those. I'll just put some other ones I'm thinking about on the shelf. No big deal, but I want your feedback. Please give me some feedback. I would appreciate it. Feedback is a gift. So, but again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and Crisis DN out here.